This Friday, one of the world's most prominent exhibitions of graffiti and street art will open to the public in Wiliamsburg. Beyond the Streets will showcase the works from 150 artists who moved from the streets to the studio. Joining me now is the exhibit's lead curator, Roger Gastman. Roger, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. You know, I think it's fair to say that New York has played a major role in turning graffiti into an art form. Would you agree? And how did that transition happen?
Absolutely. Graffiti starts in Philadelphia, but it becomes famous on the New York City subways in the 1970s and 1980s. And those photos and those images of the subway spread the graffiti culture around the world and influenced an entire world of artists.
And I know some people have said, yes, it's legal in some places. Sometimes it's dangerous. They're climbing up to tag. But when did this change really happen where it's acceptable as an art form?
In the early 70s, there's a move to the galleries. It doesn't really work that well. In the early 80s, it hits again. By the late 80s, it's gone. But the late 90s, it starts again. In the last 10 years, the gallery world, the museum world, the real collectors have really embraced the culture.
And you know, that's so interesting to me because you used to see it on the subways here. Things would be tagged all over, and now it's moving into the studio. Does that surprise you, or what was that transition like?
It's evolution. People get older, people learn, people change.
Does it ever surprise you of the prices that some of these tagged items go for?
So many of the works that are sold are also studio works of artists that, you know, that's their career. So no, it makes me happy when I see the works going for more and more because it proves it's a legitimate art form.
So I want to talk about some of the pictures that you brought us here. We're showing some of them that they're going to be displayed. Can you walk me through some of the things we're seeing and what we will see when we go to the exhibit?
Absolutely. The show is an entire city block, two floors, over 100,000 square feet. There's a lot to see.
What are some of the ones here that we're looking at?
You're looking at Felipe Pantone. He's an artist from Valencia, Spain. Really incredible work. You need to see it in person. It jumps around, totally dimensional, but yet it's very flat.
You know what? It's fascinating to me because I've done stories with a couple of graffiti artists here at Channel 2, and what they can do with an aerosol can just amazes me, how they just can make it work like it's a paintbrush.
Absolutely.
Do you often watch in awe?
I often watch these guys and ladies in awe, and I'm in shock. What you see here, that yellow character, Tuss McNavin, he's an artist from Copenhagen, Denmark. He has a children's drawing room, or a drawing room for adults if you want to come in and draw. And he rips and maneuvers the paper and turns them into all kinds of just different objects, people, and you just got to come see. That's Dabs Mila, Australian artist that lived in LA for a long time, their floral installation.
I can see a sparkle in your eye. You love this, don't you?
It's great. I've been doing this my whole life, and it turned into what I do.
Now, do you also do graffiti?
I ran around as a kid writing graffiti, but in a sense, my artist turned into curation and working with all of these artists. Facilitating, exactly.
So let's talk about the next generation of graffiti artists. Do you think someone out there right now may be the next big thing, or is there someone that you have your eye on?
There's definitely the next big thing out. There's always the new group of kids that the rules don't matter. They're out there, they're going to do their thing, and some of them are going to break through. Everyone's doing bigger, better, more innovative things, and it's just waiting to find the right one.
So give me a price range. What do you think some of these things will go for?
I mean, art, the works coming out of the studio from artists like this, you know, go from anywhere from the low thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. It just depends on, you know, the artist, where they are in their career, and what the pieces are.
So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about Beyond the Streets. The exhibit's going to open tomorrow, and it is going to feature the works of 150 artists. You can buy tickets on their website and check out 25 Kent Avenue in Wiliamsburg. How much are tickets going for?
$25.
All right, $25, and you get to see it up close and personal. Roger, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.